Hey everyone, welcome to another Wizard101 update video, I guess, because there's been a lot of interesting things going on this past month and a little bit before this month in August. And the most recent things involved the test realm and just overall like the King's Isle servers seems to be having some repeated problems again. So just going to be covering that a little bit, mostly like the test realm though, because that was something that I don't think we've ever seen before. Basically, what happened was a few days ago, both of the King's Isle test realm servers went live. And I'm not sure if they went live at the exact same time, but people checked the Wizard101 test realm and that was up. So I went on that just to see like what was going on. And then a little while later, people realized that the pirate one was up as well. So they could have been up at the same time. Could have been up different times, I don't know, but the fact of the matter is that both of the test realms were on at the same time. However, we thought that there were going to be actual updates, at least for Pirate. I really thought Pirate was going to be the update, even though it was kind of weird because that was on a Friday, so having a test realm on a Friday doesn't really make that much sense because usually they take it down like Friday afternoon, so that didn't make sense. That was like the first thing I'm like, wow, this is kind of weird. It's kind of odd for King's Isle to do this. But in the Wizard101 test realm, my death character, which if you guys have been following that walkthrough, he is now level 33. In that test realm, he was level 7. So still in Wizard City. That's a big difference, and I think that the test realm was from earlier this year. I don't know the exact month, but it was about the time that we started that walkthrough. So whenever that was, but I could look it up specifically, but about that time, and that was when this test realm was like set to whenever they copied our characters from back earlier this year. So that was the Wizard test realm. Nothing changed. I mean, it was the same thing. It also had the birthday items in the crown shop there, so that was interesting. It just had the exact same crown shop as live realm, but it was just set back in time to an earlier test realm, so nothing really going on there. And I went on it just to see and was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But that's been since taken down. I think both test realms have been taken down as of right now. But that was a Wizard test realm. Then some people were saying that Pirate test realm was up, so I checked that. I really thought Pirate test realm was going to have the new stuff on it because we were really close. I thought that the Pirate tester would be coming out this week, but maybe they're delaying it because of the server issues. I have no idea. So I thought it was going to come out this week, but it was already at the end of the week, so I was like, okay, probably not going to happen. But then it went live. I checked it, and nothing from that. I don't even know what test realm that was set to because both my characters are maxed anyway because we finished up both of my walkthroughs for Pirate, so I just have 2 max levels, and then I have another character that I never use. So I couldn't really tell when the Pirate test realm server was like set to when they character copied that. Probably from early, I would say earlier this year at some point, but I don't know exactly when. So that was on, and there was no new updates to that either. So I'm guessing that we will be seeing Pirate test realm really soon. I'm hoping for that because it's been a little bit, and next week seems like a good contender for the test realm to actually happen. So looking forward to that. But I think Pirate test realm has also been taken down for now. So both of them are offline, but it was just kind of weird seeing both test realms live at the same time. Like, can you guys even think of a time where both Pirate and Wizard had active test realms like with actual content at the same time? They usually don't do that. I don't think they've ever done that because that's a lot of work. But yeah, so that's what happened. If you guys saw my Twitter and I was tweeting stuff, and maybe you saw other people tweeting about that, that's what happened. And I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's something to do with them kind of fixing their servers a little bit. Maybe something happened. Maybe they reset something and it caused both the test rooms to go live with a previous update. So who knows what's actually going on, but it seems to be something along the lines of them trying to work things out with their servers. If people were on recently, like late at night, at least late at night for me, and basically around the time when Wizard was doing maintenance, you would have gotten a message saying that you might get kicked off here and there because they're doing work on the servers. Usually they don't say that. Usually it's like you can stay on because they're doing just general maintenance updates to the game, preparing for something else to be released like in the crown shop. And usually like you can stay in the game. If it's something to do with the crown shop, they let you stay in the game because there's not really anything that needs to be updated there. If it's a bigger update, then they sometimes kick everyone off when they're doing those late night updates. But this one was a server update, which makes sense because of the attacks that we've been seeing that have caused people to get kicked off the game. So they're trying to fix things. I hope it's working. It's working now. Yesterday people seemed to have issues getting on. I was kicked off. I wasn't really like on the game. I was just kind of on the game just to see if the game was up, and I would just go AFK, and occasionally I would get kicked off, and then I was able to get on right away. It seems like it still depends on where you live, and if you're able to connect to the game easier than someone that lives probably closer to their servers. So I don't know what the issues with that is, but for now they seem to be okay. I guess we could check the realms. Yeah, there's a lot of people on right now because it's the weekend, and I'm guessing that, you know, there's nothing really impacting the servers right now, so that's good. But it is still concerning that it's going on, and I really hope that KingsIsle can either in-house fix it or hire someone else out that can help mitigate the attacks, because there are companies that specialize in just helping to stop DDoS attacks, and hopefully they can do something like that that can really sort this out, because it is an ongoing issue, and I really want it to be solved before anything with the test rooms happen, because if they can impact that, then that could be a major issue when those are going on. So, but that's just the update on all of the stuff with the servers and with test room. We will be seeing the pirate test room really soon, unless it gets delayed more, but I don't think it's been delayed. I mean, maybe they originally planned on the pirate test room not coming out until, you know, next week anyway, or the week after that. I don't know. It's still September. They said in the pirate newsletter that it would be coming out in September, so it's still September. I would say it's early September, so there's still time. It could come out anytime this month. So I'm just being optimistic by saying that it could come out, you know, next week or even this week. I did hope it would come out this week because it seemed likely, but whatever. We'll give them, you know, some time, the time they need to help the server and everything like that, because that's like the main priority. We don't want people to get kicked off the test room, because we've had bad test rooms in the past. Probably the worst test room ever for their servers, and this was before all the attacks and everything. Probably the worst test room that I can remember was Chrysalis. Chrysalis was probably, I think it was Chrysalis Part 1. Chrysalis Part 1 was one of the worst test rooms in terms of connectivity issues, because when Blue and I were doing that one, I remember I got kicked off the game because people would just get kicked off every like 20 or 30 minutes. And if you were on for like an hour on that test room, it was considered rare because you would get kicked off so easily. One time we were pretty far in Chrysalis, and we were on a boss, and we finished defeating the boss, and we're supposed to go up and talk to him. Okay, so I got kicked off right before I was able to talk to the boss, and we were not able to go back into the instance. If we did, the guy to talk to wasn't there. So we had to wait for someone else to catch up to us on test room in order to go into that instance and defeat him again so we could talk to the guy. Unfortunately, we were so far ahead at that point that not that many people were that far along in test room, because, I mean, let's be honest, not a ton of people do test room. And that was a struggle. We had to wait for someone, and we ended up waiting a long time for that. So I feel like they got the test room issues sorted, but maybe this could cause more issues. I have no idea. But that was just one of my like memories of an old test room that had a lot of issues, but they've since had better test rooms than that. So, but that's just what I wanted to talk about today, just kind of going over a lot of things with the test rooms and everything. Wiz test room, we won't see that until this fall, probably November. Have they done one late October? The time range for that one is late October, early November is generally when they decided to do that. So maybe this month in KI Live we could see updates for, you know, the next world or whatever the future updates are going to be, because they throw in little hints here and there, but we're all waiting for that big update, like that big reveal, and I feel like September could be a good month for them to do that. Definitely in October they're really going to start promoting all that. So that's kind of the timeline for what we're looking at, but I'm hoping KI Live we get something good from that this month. So that is going to be it for me today on this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was informative on everything that was going on for people that had questions about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.